What's good?
What's up, credit family? What up, man? Hey, we have another episode for you, but today is going to be very different. So make sure that you have your notepad. Make sure you take notes because, uh, hey, my boy Jay Will says winners are note takers are winners. So
Yes, sir.
make sure you tap in, take the notes because today what we're talking about is paid ads mastery, how to
Mm-hmm.
prepare to make sure that you are going to win in this ad game. Because the last thing that you want is to spend money on ads and you're just spinning your wheels. That's the last thing
Yeah.
that you want. So I got my guy Harshul in here. So for those of
Yes,
you
sir.
who are new to the channel and new to us, Harshul, I've been working, me personally, I'm a client of Harshul's. I've been working
Yeah.
with Harshul for close to about 7 years, if not
Yes,
more
sir.
now.
Yeah.
And I dedicate a lot of my success to Harshul because I'm great at what I do when it comes to sales and automations and systems and building a company. But I can't do any of that if I don't have any leads. So,
Yep.
Harshal, I really appreciate you and your team and having me on this call. We're going to be able to help change a lot of lives, increase a lot of revenue for these businesses that are watching these videos. So I'm glad that you guys tapped in. Let's go ahead
Yes,
and get
sir.
started, man.
Yep.
All right. So the first thing I wanted to show you is this is has nothing to do with bragging rights, but I want you to know who you're talking to. Okay. Harshal has been doing this for a long time. I've been in the credit repair for 15 plus years. So who is the coach? Who is Rob the credit guy? Number one, my free score now. If you don't know who you are, who they are, you're living under a rock. They're one of the biggest and the best credit monitoring companies. They pay the most out of compared to a lot of other credit monitoring companies, but they give you a lot of tools to help you generate leads for free. So on
Yeah.
top of the leads that you're getting from Harshal and his team, this is another avenue for you to generate more leads, and we're going to dive into that in a little bit. Smart Credit is also a great credit monitoring company. So I'm actually an ambassador for My Free Score now, and they hire me and my wife to travel and help CROs just like you grow and scale their business. So My Free Score now and Smart Credit both do that. So shout out to them. I appreciate you guys. Also, I own a credit repair company. I can't coach you if I'm not doing it, right?
Yeah.
So the name of my company is called Quick Tax and Credit. We have an office in Dallas, Texas. That's where I'm at. We also have another location in Florida. I'm also a public speaker. That one of the things I do is I travel and again teach business owners, not just CROs, but all kind of other businesses as well. As you see to the right hand side, this is a screenshot of my meta ads. $272,353.40. That is a screenshot from today. Okay. And I spend about 100. This is over, by the way, this is about the last 3 years. So that
Yeah.
means
Two
I'm
to three
spending
years. Yeah. We
that
had
that
like a
means
different ad account.
I'm spending over yeah, exactly. We had to switch.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
if you guys have ever had an ad account get shut down, Harshal saved my life because it got shut down. I didn't know what the hell to do. Harshal and his team came to the rescue. But this is the last 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah.
So I easily spend over $100,000 in paid ads. And then you can see where it says spend 11,190. That's just within the last not even 30 days. So I show you all of this. Again, it's not about bragging. It's the fact that there's a lot of wins in there, but there's
Yeah.
also a lot of losses. Like
Yeah.
I have spent a lot of money to figure this out so that way you guys don't have to. So
Yeah.
we make it a lot easier for you. So that way, from the very beginning, you start off on the right foot. And again, you don't waste money in the process.
Bro, quick
So
question. How
what
much
up?
are you currently generating with your credit repair business? Out of that, let's say like you're spending $50,000 a month right now. So
Yeah.
how much are you making right now a month?
Right now we're doing a little over 150,000. So last month
Yeah,
we did about 165.
that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's
So
humongous returns.
we couldn't have done it without you, man. And
God is great.
it's about the leads, it's about the sales, it's the marketing, it's the workflow, it's the automations. There's a lot of moving parts
Yeah.
when it comes to operating a business. And I don't do this by myself. When I
Yep.
first started, it was only me. I was a salesperson, I was the marketer, I was wearing a lot of hats. But now on the credit side of our business, we have 19 employees. I got 9 sales reps. And in order to have a functioning business like this, to get it running like a well-oiled machine, you have to have the right systems. You have to
Yep.
have the right workflows. And again, we'll dive into that into another training, but yeah, there's a
Yes,
lot that
sir.
goes into it. So the first thing that we have to talk about, man, is the framework. What is it that you need? Number one, you need Instagram. It's a must. You need a Facebook business page. So posting daily, what that does is that creates trust, it creates credibility. See,
Yep.
your audience, your potential client, you know what they're going to do before they click on the link, before they call you, before they contact you, before they hit you up in the DMs. A lot of them will they're going to stalk. They're going to stalk you. They're going to investigate your page to make sure that you're a real business, that you're credible, before they do any kind of business with you, because they have to like you, they have to know you, and they have to trust you. Th-
Yeah.
think about that for a second. If they don't know you, if they don't like you, and they don't trust you, they're definitely not giving you money. So
Yep.
you have to make sure that, again, your page and your Facebook business page actually looks like an established business. You don't want it to look like a side hustle, because nobody wants to do business with you and they're not going to trust you if you treat your business like a side hustle. So
Yeah.
that's a part of what we're teaching you today, is how to go from a side hustle to a real
Yeah.
business.
This is bare minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also, let's talk about your Instagram page, right? So this is my quick tax and credit page on Instagram. And you can see, if you just read the bio, right? Well, first let's start with the profile pic. You want to make sure that it's a professional pic, right? So
Yeah.
me and my wife, we're business owners, right? We are business partners in our business. And so, hey, we decided to put a picture of her and I. So that's why we put that. But again, you see, I'm in a suit. She's dressed up. That's actually our wedding day. So always make sure that you have a good, clear professional picture. The other thing is, when it comes to the bio, you don't want people to guess what you do, because if they read your bio and they can't figure out what you do, they're going to go somewhere else. I mean, you could read, it says power couple, accountant, number one rated, credit repair, tax and funding company, CEO of Quick Tax and Credit, headquarters in Tampa and Dallas, Texas, all 50 states. You could read that and clearly know what it is that we do. So make sure in your bio, it's very clear what you do, so that way they know how you can help them potentially, right? So
Yeah.
another thing is, you want to make sure, number three, you want to make sure you have your link included in your bio. Some of you don't have a link. If you don't have a link, then people don't know how to get a hold of you besides a DM, right? Uh,
Yeah.
I have multiple services. There's some of you right now that offer funding, offer taxes, offer all kind of services like we do. Well, with this link tree, right? You see it right there, link
Yeah.
tree, and I know it's spelled a little funky, but
Yeah.
that link tree is free. So you could go to Google and type in link tree, create that account. It won't cost you anything. And what it does is it gives you the opportunity, when somebody clicks on that link, it'll show all the different services that you offer. And that's great, because especially if you offer, let's say, like a free DIY, or maybe you sell the DIY. Again, just different services in general. It's a great way to display everything that you do. Number four, you want to create highlights. Now, most of you know this, but some of you don't. When you post a story on your Instagram, it only lasts for 24 hours and then it
Yeah.
disappears. That's it. Well, from now on, you want to make sure when you post a story, you can turn that story into highlights. And that's this. I'm going to take my mouse right here. Right here at the bottom, these little circles where it says credit deletions, tax training, and
Reviews.
reviews. What you're doing is you're creating permanent stories, so
Yeah.
people can watch and click on your link, which will eventually take them to your website. And that's
Yep.
what we're about to show you. So again, why is the highlight section so important? You're creating an opportunity for your audience, your potential client. You're creating a portfolio for them to look at, right? So if you
Yeah.
look at mine, this screenshot, how it says credit deletions. If you go on my Instagram and you click on credit deletions, you know what you're going to see? You're going to see at least 100 to 200 different stories of just credit deletions. And after watching that for so long, you're going to be like, man, this company is the real deal. Like they got a bunch of deletions. They're helping a bunch of clients. And
Yeah.
again, you got to put your link on there. That way it'll turn into a lead. Number two, likability. When people follow you, they're following you for different reasons. Maybe they follow you because they like the way you dress. Maybe they're
Hmm.
following you because of your lifestyle. They might follow you because of the car that you drive. They could be following you because they are interested in credit repair. My point on this one is give your audience more than one reason. Give them multiple reasons to like you, right?
Yeah.
Again, if they like you, they're most likely going to do business. Number four, the highlights helps you generate leads, and then we'll get into that in a second. But number five, again, it creates permanent stories. Those highlights, those stories, they're not going anywhere. They will stay on my page forever for as long as I want them to. So you have to make sure that you're creating that portfolio. So how do you turn your Instagram stories into a lead? This is a picture that I took of myself specifically for this class today. So all you got to do, you could take a picture or you could make a video, right? Whichever one you want. It could be both. Try them both and see which one
Yeah.
works best. But take a picture of yourself. After you do that, you see this red circle right here. You want to click
Yep.
on that. It looks like a little smiley face. Once you click on that smiley face, now you're gonna this page is gonna pop up. They have all of these different icons. You
Yeah.
want to click on the one right here on the bottom where it says link. Once you click on that link icon, then this is where you're going to type in your website. Now, if you don't have a website, I'm going to show you where you can get a free website. Okay. But for example, I'm going to type in robthecreditguy.com.
Yeah.
That's where you can find more information about my coaching. So now you see where it says sticker text. I put learn more, but you don't have to put learn more. You could put free consultation. You could put more information. You could put more info. You could
Yeah.
play around with the sticker text. And then once you do that, this is what happens. Now you just generated a post. So this is a picture of me, right? Simple picture. And I put more info. So if you were scrolling through my portfolio, right, through my highlights or even my stories, you're going to see that link on there. And once you see that link, you're going to be like, you know what? Let me click on this. Let me find out what this is all about. And this is the thing about this, guys. Don't think that you just do this one time a week and oh well, it didn't work. No, you have to post it and you have to be consistent. Every single day you should be doing this.
Yep.
This is a free way to generate leads with zero client acquisition. Like you don't even have to pay for this. This is free. So on top of using Harshal and his team to generate those leads, those are guaranteed leads. They're coming in. This is like a cherry on top, and you can generate hundreds of leads by just doing this. So again, as you
You,
see
you
on the
know,
bottom of the screen.
yeah, you know what's crazy, bro? Like, let's say you
Mhm.
started running ads and people are watching your Instagram. What if they actually thought about just following you for now, and then
Yep,
later on maybe going through your stories they would buy. So this is the perfect way for them to get their attention, and then later on you can sell the same client. And good thing is you don't even need to pay money at that point, right? So
correct.
another thing.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a client that came through from the paid ads, right?
Yeah.
And well, let me rephrase that. It could be a
Yeah.
lead that came through the paid ads, but just because it came through as a lead, maybe you sold it. But
Yeah.
because you offer multiple services, now they're going to click on the link for something else. Maybe they want to do
Exactly.
taxes with you after you
Yeah.
fix their credit. Here's another thing. When a lead comes in, maybe you called the lead because they gave you the phone number, but they
Yeah.
didn't pick up. Now you're chasing this lead, the follow up, the sales and the follow up. So maybe you're calling and texting them, emailing them, and they're just not picking up. But you
Yeah.
know what? They saw your story with the link and they
Yeah.
came through as a lead again.
Again,
So
exactly.
there's so many benefits to doing exactly what I'm telling you to do. And it's not hard. It takes a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you could take a video, if you could take a picture, you could put a link on it. Like, is that is it's
Yeah.
not rocket science. But the most important thing that I'm gonna really just harp on is that you have to be consistent. Again, doing this once a week is not going to generate leads. It's just not. Okay. So if you don't have a website, or maybe you do, this is a great way to generate leads for free. You don't have to pay anything. So how I mentioned, my free score now, you sign up for free as an affiliate. So number
Yeah.
one, you're making money. Every time somebody signs up, you're making $13, $15. The more volume you do, the more money you make. So I'll make sure that we drop the link for you guys
Yeah.
to sign up as an affiliate for free. So a couple of things. You
Yep.
make more money, which is awesome, right? Number two, what you're looking at is a what we call is a funding snapshot. Okay. So you can
Mm-hmm.
see it right here to the top left where it says funding snapshot. This is actually my page. So you can see my logo for quick tax and credit. That's actually my office phone number. So what happens is they give you your own website, your own landing page. And why is it called the funding snapshot? I love this because this is absolutely amazing. For those of you who offer funding like we do, your clients, a lot of times they want funding, but they don't know if they're going to qualify or not.
Yeah.
So this gives them an opportunity to fill this out. And you can see on the screen how it says, get started with a completely free funding eligibility report. No credit card required. So they don't have to pay for this. This is
Yeah.
100% free. And then what happens is it's a soft inquiry. So it doesn't hurt their credit or any of that. It's not like they're applying for a loan. So they fill out this information on your website. Or another thing I like about this is that, again, it has your phone number on it. So
Exactly.
maybe, and this happens all the time, sometimes these clients, they click on the link that I had on my story and
Mm-hmm.
they're like, oh, there's a phone number in there. Let me just call them. So sometimes they'll fill out the information because they want to be called. And then you're also giving them an opportunity to just call you because the phone number is actually on the landing page or the website. So once they do that, very simple. This is what it looks like. So this is the funding snapshot. And this
Mm-hmm.
example, this is a real client, by the way. So this person has a 712 credit score. So they're in the 700s. They're in the 700 credit club, which is awesome. But not everybody in the 700 credit club is going to qualify for funding. Like, look
Yeah.
at this particular client. They got 3 inquiries. That's not bad. The credit utilization is under 30%, which is awesome. It's at 13%. But what do they have? 9 late payments. Obviously, that's a no brainer. That's exactly what's stopping them from getting funding. And so
Yeah.
now this makes you more of an authority figure because you can easily be on the phone with someone and tell them, hey, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, you don't qualify for funding. And because social media is full of lies, he'll say, oh, well, I could go to this other guy and get approved. You're it, these words are not really even coming out of your mouth because he's looking at it. So it's no longer you telling him you don't qualify. It's it's the credit monitoring like, hey, there's something wrong that's stopping you from getting a proof of funding. That's why the message right here it says a funding estimate can't be calculated at this time. Don't worry, we can still help. And so now when they put in their information on this last screen, let me go back real quick. So all
Yeah.
of this information, their name, their phone number, all of that you're going to get in your back office with My Free Score now. So you'll get an alert, you'll get a text message, and you get an email saying that a potential, you got a brand new
Yeah.
lead. So this gives you the ability to call your client
Mm.
and say, hey, Mr. John, I see that you just filled out the eligibility report for funding. I know you're looking at it right now. I actually have it pulled up as well. It looks like you have a pretty good credit score, but let's take a deeper look and find out why you don't qualify for funding. And now, guess what? You turn that lead into a credit repair client because
Yeah.
you have to remove the late payments or clean up whatever negative items are there. So you're making money twice. You just made money because it turned into a credit repair client. But then you also, once their credit is fixed, now you're going to also help them with the funding. So
Yeah.
you just service that client twice.
Twice.
And That is the definition of changing somebody's life, man.
Yes, sir. It's like upselling them business funding, but before that, like, trying to downsell the credit repair and then fixing the credit and then helping them get business funding. That's lit.
That yeah, that's why I love this funding snapshot
Yeah.
because it's such, not only is it a tool to help you generate leads for free because you don't
Yeah.
have to pay for this, but it again, it really solidifies you as a professional. It makes you, even if you're a one man, one woman operation, the website is phenomenal. The workflow is amazing. Again, it gives you that more professional look, even if you just started your company 2 weeks ago. So,
Yes, sir.
this is a must have if you're not using my free score now. And this, by the way, I'm only, because we don't have enough time to show you all the tools. My
Yeah.
free score now has a bunch of tools to help you generate leads. So again, we'll make sure that we drop the link in the description so you can sign up for free and start utilizing these tools. So let's hop back into social media. Let's give you guys an actual game plan, because all of
Yep.
this is great. But if you don't have a GPS, a map, a blueprint on what to do next, because I don't, we Harshal and I, we don't want you just to watch this video and say, all right,
Yeah.
great video, great information. No, no. You could watch 1,000 hours of YouTube, but if you don't take action, nothing's going to be done, and you're going to stay stuck like where you are right now. And that's the
Yeah.
opposite of what we want to happen. So this is what you should be doing. Okay. Number one, and this is a minimum, by the way. So quick disclaimer: I post a minimum of 5 times a
Five.
day. Okay.
Yeah.
But right now, if you're like, Rob, I'm wearing too many hats, meet me halfway. Post 3 times per day. And I
Yeah.
noticed I specifically wrote reels. So post 3 reels per day, post 3 stories per day as well.
Yeah.
Minimum. Okay. So
Yeah.
if you post more, the more you post, the more opportunities you have. Again, this is a fast track. So for example, this is, and by the way, I just want to let you guys know what we're teaching you is not just for beginners. This is for someone that's been in the credit repair business for 2, 3, 4, 5, even 10 years. If you're not doing this, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. So don't think that this class, this training session is just for beginners. Because I promise you, this is gonna 100% help you generate more leads. The other thing is you want to make sure that you're always including a call to action. That's what a CTA means. So you
Yeah.
always want to include a call to action, which is going to be either your website, or again, if you don't have a website, or you could use the My Free Score Now funding or credit snapshot. I'm always using the funding snapshot. I'm always using credit snapshot because it doesn't require a credit card or a debit card.
Yeah.
It makes the customer feel a lot safer because
Safer.
there's so many scams online.
Yeah.
It makes the customer feel more comfortable. And then again, they know that you're going to be calling them. Like on
Yeah.
the screen, when they fill it out, it says, "Hey, one of our credit specialists will be contacting you." So that way you're staying within the laws of
Yeah.
the credit repair laws and stuff. So now here I'm just quickly giving you some different topics. I can go on and on about this, but for example, when you want to post a reel, maybe you're telling yourself, I don't know what to post. You can post credit hacks, you can post credit myths, client results, testimonials, reaction videos, lifestyle. If you don't know what a reaction video is because it's new to a lot of
That's
people,
lit.
you want to explain that real
Yeah,
quick to
bro.
them?
Like that's the easiest way to create content. Like so easy,
Yeah.
bro. Like literally, like someone can pull up any credit repair businesses like post and they can just react to it. That's it. And next thing you know, the original video didn't get any views, and the reaction video got like shit ton of views. There were like millions and millions of views. Easiest way to get like engagement and all that stuff. But go for it, bro. Go for it.
No, no, absolutely. And so just to kind of paint the picture, you ever watch a video on social media and it's
Yeah,
actually somebody holding their phone looking at an Instagram video, and then
yeah,
they're reacting to it. That's
yeah.
what a reaction video is. So you
Reaction
can
video.
you can use, usually the way it looks is the screen is split. So it has
Yeah,
you, and then it has the content, the video.
content.
And
Yeah,
again, you're just simply reacting to it. So that's a great way to go viral. It
yeah,
helps go viral, especially if the content is great. Um, so definitely try those reaction videos. the last thing I'm gonna say about content, whether it's a story content or the reels, mix it up. Do
Yeah.
not just post about credit. If you only post about credit, then remember, you're only giving your audience one thing to like about you is credit.
Hmm.
And credit is great. It's life changing what we do. But in the same token, people are going to get bored of that. You know, post
Yeah.
your lifestyle, post testimonials. If you have a nice car, I'm not saying you should go out and go broke and buy a Lambo, but you know, again, people want to see that you're the real deal, right? And so you have to lead by example. So give them, again, I repeat, give them more reasons to like you. So don't uh don't make it stale. All right. So here is what some of you are saying, right? And this might rub you the wrong way, but as a coach, I'm going to tell you the truth, right? You're not always going to
Yeah.
like me, but in the same token, I'm telling you because it's healthy and Harshal and I want you to be successful. So I coach, I've been coaching over 400 different businesses. And
Yep.
a lot of them, when they first come to me, they're like, man, I don't like myself on video. I don't have time to post. I don't know what to post. Um, hey, when I post, I don't get a lot of likes or comments. No one cares about my business or my page. You know, I'm brand new. I don't want to post too much. You know, people are going to get annoyed if I post too much. Fill in the blank with any of the bullshit excuses you tell yourself because that's all it is, man. It's just excuses. I've never met somebody that is successful and doesn't want to be known. Like
Yeah.
people have to know about you. You could be, for example, you could be the best disputer in the world, but if nobody knows about you, then you're not helping no clients. You
Yeah.
have to put yourself out there. And it's so much easier when you have a game plan, a blueprint, because now you don't even have to think about it. You're like, all right, cool. I just follow what it says and I'm going to do it. That's it. Always be coachable.
Yeah.
All right. So this is extremely important. Before you run any kind of paid ads, you want to make sure what we just talked about. You're posting daily, 3 times a
Yeah.
day on the three reels per day, 3 stories per day minimum. You want to make sure you have your highlights, set up. You want to make sure, as far as reels are concerned, you want to have a minimum of 30 to 50 reels on your page. Because if somebody lands on your page and they're thinking about doing business with you, and they do one little swipe, and that's it, they're gonna keep moving. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this company's not established, right? Make
Yeah.
sure you have at least 30 to 50 reels. Make sure you have the link in the bio. When it comes to specifically running an ad, I'm telling you right now, I don't care how much money you pay Harshal or how much money you put as an ad budget. Okay, if your ad sucks, it's
Facts.
not going to perform. Like
Yeah.
it's just not. Even if you're like Harshal, I'm going to pay $200 a day. It don't matter. You're
Yeah.
throwing money at a shit video that nobody wants to see.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that you have a great commercial. Think about, for example, I don't even really watch football, right? But
Yeah.
I like to watch the Super Bowl because the commercials are funny as hell,
Funny as
and a
hell.
lot of people tune in because the commercials are great. If your
Yeah.
commercial is great, people are going to want to watch it and they're going to watch it over and over and over again. So
Yeah.
you have to make sure that you have a professional ad script and video. Make sure that you're using a mic. If you're not using a mic and you hear an echo, the quality of the video is bad, like again, it's not going to perform well. And
Yeah.
you have to, yeah, it sounds simplistic, but a lot of you are not even doing this. So this is why it's important, right? Go back to basics. The other thing is give Harshal more than one video. Give his
Yeah.
team more than one video. Even if it is a video that's great and is performing, you got to think about it from an audience perspective. People are going to see that video over and over. They're going to get tired of it.
Yeah.
So you want to give them different flavors. Make
Mm-hmm.
sure you have a different background, wear a different outfit, tweak the script a little bit. You
Mm-hmm.
want to give them different variations of your company, of your ad. That way, that also helps solidify you as a true professional because every time that they turn on their phone, all they're seeing is Rob the credit guy. Like,
Yeah.
you technically want them to get sick of you, but in a good way.
Yes, sir. I had something to touch on this, bro. Like
Yeah.
even with video ads, like, this is what we have introduced lately, is like we also do video editing just in case, like, if somebody's curious, like literally we'll send you like more than 30 to 35 videos that we already know are really working well. So you guys could really check it out and then maybe create one or two here and there. Like I would say, like, three or four is amazing just to test it out. But at the same time, like, the biggest like hurdle that we found was like, people were like not able to edit the videos out. So now we
Yeah.
also include that like in literally like, the same price that we charge. And another thing I wanted to touch on is the real thing, reels. Like with reels, bro, like, the most common mistake most people have made nowadays is they just don't post like all the reels in the main grid. Instead, they just keep it in the reel section. Have you seen that?
Hmm.
Like their whole
Yeah.
main grid looks like nothing at all. But if you scroll around into the reel section, like you literally see like so many reels coming in. So I think
Correct.
most people don't know that setting. There is a setting where like, they can just click on it and it will directly go to the main grid. So that's like another thing I wanted to add. So yeah.
Yeah. You want to make sure again that it doesn't look like a blank canvas,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
again, that's going to give scammer vibes. They're going to think that you're a scam. It doesn't look established. So I would say 90% of what you post, it should definitely be videos. It should be
Yeah.
reels.
Yeah.
And then make sure you're posting. You could post carousels,
Yep.
where you're just giving valuable information.
Mm-hmm.
Post images. But 90%, you definitely want to make sure it's videos, because that's what's going to make somebody who lands on your page.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to make them stop, is the videos. They can
Yeah.
hear you, they can see you. Again, it builds trust, credibility, and that like factor. So make sure you're constantly staying in front of that video. Again, think about it. Next time you go to a restaurant, just look around. What's everybody doing? They're on their phone, right? They're at a
Yeah.
restaurant with their family, but they're still on and people are on their phone 24/7. People are obsessed with looking at their phone. They should be looking at you.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. They should be looking at you. So make sure you're always posting, again, minimum 3 reels per day, 3 stories per day. That is extremely important, because when Harshal pushes out the ads, it's going out to hundreds and thousands of people.
Yeah.
And when you post, it complements the ad.
Yeah.
It works together. So
Vice
you
versa.
have to work together as a team with Harshal and his employees, where you're doing your part and Harshal is doing his part. So
Yeah.
now let's talk about what happens when a lead comes in. Okay. This
Mm-hmm.
is the lead mastery and workflow.
Yeah.
This right here is what's going to leave you. This is what's going to lead you to the money, okay, to the sale. So the first thing is speed wins. What do I mean by speed wins? This is a screenshot of an actual lead that came in today at 150. This person, she said, I want to fix my credit. We respond with, hey, this is Rob with Quick Tax and Credit Solutions. What are your credit scores? I'm getting straight to the point. Now, sometimes we won't even say, hey, this is Rob with Quick Tax and Credit. We might just say, what are your credit scores? Or good morning, good afternoon. What are your credit scores? You want to get straight to the point. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to say, hey, this is Rob with Quick Tax and Credit. We've been in business for 20 plus years. We've helped a million clients. No, don't text them a whole book, because they're not going to read it. And to be honest with you, they don't even care who you are. What they care about is, can you help them or not?
Yeah.
So create the engagement. So that's where the pre-qualifying questions come in. When you pre-qualify somebody, what it does, it creates trust, it creates credibility, it also creates professionalism, and it creates urgency. So let's reel it back for a second. How does it create trust? Well, when you when you respond to somebody, they know if it's an automated message,
Yeah.
and they know if it's like an AI kind of fake message, and that will turn people off. So right there, when you respond with something like this, they know, okay, this is a real person. So automatically it creates trust, and it also creates credibility when you're asking the right questions, because a real professional is going to know the questions that they should ask, and
Yeah.
it's going to make the person feel almost like, man, they're reading my mind, like they're getting to the problem here. it's going to make them feel more comfortable. Again, when you ask the right questions, it also solidifies you as an authority figure, which shows extreme professionalism. The last one where it says urgency, how does that create urgency? Well, think about this. If let's say you owned a shoe store, right? Nothing to do with credit. Let's say you owned a shoe store and somebody walks into your store, right? Your brick and mortar, and they're looking around at all the different shoes, but you don't greet them. You don't say, "Hey, Harshal, how are you doing? How can I help you today?" You don't say none of that.
Yeah.
You're over there on the phone, social media, and your potential client is in your store because you didn't provide them with good service and a greeting. What do you think
Yeah.
they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, "Oh man, I'm not even getting no service in here," so they're gonna leave your store. It's the same thing when somebody DMs you in your
Yeah.
inbox. That is your store. So as soon as they come into your store and they say, "Hey, I want help with my credit," you should immediately, "Hi, this is Rob with Quick Tax and Credit. What are your credit scores?" Get straight to the point,
Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Another thing that they could also do, bro, is maybe they could send them like audio, or it could be a video, like, hi, this is Rob, the credit guy. What's going on with your credit? I think that would also bring in the engagement compared to maybe also a text.
So you can do that. Um, but you also have to think about scalability, right? If you're a
Yeah.
one man, one woman operation, that is
Yeah.
fine. But you're not going to have your
Hmm.
appointment setter from the Philippines, for example. You know what I'm saying? Sending a
Exactly.
message.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
So when I coach someone, the systems and the workflows that I teach you, the
Mm-hmm.
reason why I teach you in a certain way is because everything that I teach you is duplicatable.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest mistakes that I see with a lot of business owners is the systems and the workflows they have right now.
Yeah.
They might be making 10,000 a month. They might be making 20,000 a month with the workflows and systems that they created for themselves. But the
Yeah.
problem is they're not able to take their business to the next level because the systems and workflows that they created are not duplicatable.
Exactly.
Does,
Makes sense.
does that make
Nailed
sense?
it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I will add on though. Let's say you message somebody
Mm-hmm.
and you start the conversation. What are your credit scores? They say, I don't know, I got a 550. And the next question you should ask would be, how many collections or charge offs do you think are on your credit report?
Yeah.
And then let's just pretend that they don't answer you back, like they
Yeah.
ghost you.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's a good way to now send them a video, right?
Yeah.
And say, hey, uh, thank you for reaching out to us. I don't know if you saw my last message. How many collections or charge offs do you think are on your credit?
Yeah.
I would use the video as a follow up, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily start with that, right?
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like as soon as you get the engagement, then you could do it. Yep.
correct. And
Yes, sir.
when you create that engagement, you're
Yeah.
asking, by the way, you want to ask a minimum of 5 questions maximum. Okay.
Yeah.
But after about 3 questions, and
Yeah.
also look on the screen where it says the time, it says 150. We responded in less than 60 seconds. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
fast. So
Right
now
away.
again, we're creating that engagement, we're creating
Yeah.
the trust, the credibility, but it also creates. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It also creates the urgency because now after I ask you 3 questions, guess what I'm asking you? Hey, Harshal, are you available to talk right now?
Yeah.
And then Harshal says yes. I ask
Mm-hmm.
Harshal, what's the best phone number to reach you? Harshal gives me his phone number. I respond back with my name and my phone number. That way, they know who's calling, they know what number I'm calling from, and they're actually waiting for me to call because they
Yeah.
just gave me permission to call them.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a lot better than using a calendar because what happens is when you use a calendar, and I'm not against using a calendar, so don't get it wrong, but the difference between the way I'm teaching you to do it now and using a calendar is the way you do it now, the way I'm teaching you at the moment, you're going to be able to get them on the phone within a couple of minutes.
Right
Where
away. Yeah.
with the calendar, you look at your calendar and it's all lit up like a Christmas tree. You got all these appointments, but then when you call them, they're not even showing up to the appointments.
Yeah.
So again, that's why I use the analogy. when somebody steps into your store, the
Mm-hmm.
chances of you making that sale right then and there are
Yeah.
extremely high. But the moment that they walk out of your store, bro, they're in the middle of the mall. They're shopping somewhere else, right? So
Yeah.
this is why speed wins. You got to get them on the phone as soon as possible. Does
Mm-hmm.
that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. What is the difference between a referral lead and a paid ad? So, Harsha, I'm gonna let you take over, man, because you're the master in this part. So,
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I mean, like referrals are really not consistent. That's one thing. Paid ads, like literally, you can control all of your inputs and the outputs that you're really looking for. So, let's say, for an example, somebody has a goal of getting 10 leads a day, 15 leads a day, 20 leads a day, or even like in your case, like you literally get like 100 leads a day. So in that case, you can literally control that this is the amount of money I could put in, and this is the kind of outcome that I'm gonna get. Okay, with referral, I mean, like it's hit and miss. Like, maybe you might get like 5 clients in a week, but next thing you know, like you literally dried up like for the next week and you're not making anything at all. So it's like, both of the combination is good, but just trying to rely on referral, I really feel is a bad way to do business. Like, if you really want to scale and if you think that you have like ambition of making like 20,000, 30,000, and even like Rob makes shit ton of money, like $150,000 a month, let's say, with your creative business. Like, in order for you to achieve that, I feel paid ads is way to go. Like, you might achieve with referral, but it's going to take you literally 20 to 30 years to achieve that. So
yeah,
I think best possible way on approaching paid ads is like, you can literally start with slower number. Like, if you're a beginner, just start with like $20 a day. See if you're getting like 3 to 5 leads a day and how's your video performing. As soon as you figure out that things are really going well, then think about going from like 20 to like 50 or 60 and then $100 a day. Like, most of the clients, they do make like, 20, $30,000 at like $100 a day, which is good. Like, you are literally spending $3,000 a month and you're bringing in like bare minimum $20,000 a month. So that's a good number, right? With referral, I mean, it's free, obviously, but it's not consistent. Like, that's just my take on
correct.
it. So you literally
No, that
need to control your business for the most part instead of them
no,
controlling you.
you're 100% correct because, and this is what a lot of people don't realize until sometimes until it's too late, or
Yeah,
until they're in what I call as a oh shit moment, like oh
yeah,
shit, this is not working,
exactly.
and then now it's like an emergency. But when you have a referral, number one, referrals are a lot easier to close, right?
Yeah,
Because matter of
agree.
fact, hold on one second. Yeah, so referrals are a lot easier to close because they're most likely coming from somebody that you know,
Yeah,
somebody that likes you, somebody that trusts you, maybe a client that you helped before. Now they referred their friend or their family member,
yeah,
or maybe you're building relationships with realtors and loan officers.
yeah.
Solar companies are a great referral source as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing that Harshal is 100% correct on is those relationships. Number one, take time. I
Yeah,
mean, the key word is relationship, right? So you can walk up, for example, you could go to a car dealership and say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Rob. I own a credit repair company and I change lives, and I'm looking to do business with your clients." Even if they like me,
yeah,
that doesn't mean that they're going to send me business, not right
yeah,
away at least. I have to build that relationship. It takes time. And
yeah.
most of y'all watching this video don't have time. You trying to make money like yesterday. So if that no, it's true, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
want to make as much money as possible as fast as possible.
yeah,
But there's a smart way to do it. And I'm gonna
yeah.
teach you how to work smarter, not harder. So should you go out and build those relationships? 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So Harshal and I are not saying don't build relationships. No, no. Build those relationships
Yeah,
because those are the deals that are going to be what I call as a laydown. Like if you can't close that deal, yeah, you messed it up because those people came to you ready to sign up.
yeah,
Now, when we talk about paid ads, it's like a light switch. We
yeah,
as long as you got the framework that we taught you today, right? You got the framework, you got a good ad, You start off, you don't even need to start off with a lot of money. Like Harshal was
Yeah.
saying, start off
20.
with $20,
Exactly.
$30, something small, right? So think
Yeah.
about that. If you do $20 a day for 7 days, what is that? Like 20
140.
for 60,
$140.
140. So
Yeah.
that's $140. One deal. If you sold, and I know you're gonna sell more than one, but you sell one deal
Yeah.
at $1,000, for example.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
do take the emotion out of it. The math, it makes sense, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
the paid ads is where it's at because especially somebody like me, I have 9 sales reps. If I were to rely on referrals coming in, I don't know when my next referral lead is going to come in.
Exactly.
It's sporadic. I can't count on that. It's not dependable.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you only have one sales rep, if you don't provide your one sales rep with leads, you're probably going to lose a good employee,
Yeah.
and you don't want to do that. So by running ads,
Mm-hmm.
then again, that's going to create that momentum. It's going to create security within your business. It's going to make your employees feel like, okay, like I can really make some money here. They're
Yeah.
going to be happy. Again, it goes full circle. So running those paid ads is really what's going to help you scale. If it
Yes,
wasn't
sir.
for paid ads, I wouldn't be in a position I'm in right now.
Yeah.
100%.
It's like, bro, like even if you think about it, it's like, let's say you signed up a client with paid ads, and next thing you know, it's actually compounding, and those paid ad clients are really giving you more referrals. Uh,
That's exactly what happens because you're getting your clients results.
It's
You're getting more
compounding.
people. And also there's so many benefits to running paid ads.
Yeah.
Like for example, you may not get that person that saw your ad, you may not get them right away.
Yeah.
But what happens is naturally, because it's going out to hundreds and thousands of people who don't know you,
Yeah.
now, number one, you're getting leads. Number
Mm-hmm.
two, you're closing deals.
Mm-hmm.
Number three, you're getting new followers, right?
Yep.
Those are potential clients
Clients.
that don't
Exactly.
feel that don't feel comfortable enough to turn into a lead just yet. Like they're not giving you their name, their phone number, none of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're hovering around your page to
Mm-hmm.
see are you the real deal, and that's why you have to consistently post because you'll have a funnel of leads coming in. You'll close those leads, but then you have the other ones that are going to slowly kind of trickle in because you're consistently posting every single day. So without you even knowing it, you're nurturing those people to eventually turn into a lead, which turns into a client, which then turns into a referral. Let's
Yeah.
go. That's how you make
Yeah.
the money,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yeah.
So we only have so much time on these calls. You guys know if you've seen our videos before, we can go on and on. We always try to we try to give you way more value
Yeah.
than what a lot of coaches and mentors give you. And this is all free game. I
Yeah.
promise you, if you follow this GPS, this blueprint that we gave you today, I can guarantee you will generate leads and you will close deals.
Yeah.
Now, here is I have a free school community. There's a free version and there's a paid version. So if you go to school, it's an app, or you can go right to the website. It's school.com/Rob the Credit Guy. So this is a screenshot so you could see, and this is just a portion of it. But
Yeah.
you got your business foundation. What are
Mm-hmm.
we talking about when we talk about the business foundation? You got to make sure you have a business bank. Well, first of all, LLC, business bank
Yeah.
account. You got to have the right merchant account. For those of you who are using Stripe, PayPal, Cash App, any of that, stop using that. You're treating your business like a side hustle, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why you're not winning. So your foundation has to be set up properly. Then we talk about the sales training. Then we got the $1 million sales script. We teach you
Mm-hmm.
customer service. We got live sales calls, live training, and it just goes on and on and on. So there's a lot of information here. Also, in case if you didn't know, I do a free class every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. You
Yeah.
can find that information inside of our school community. So make sure you guys tap in. Um, One last thing, actually, when I'm going to kind of hit the rewind button on
Yeah.
the referral lead
Uh-huh.
and the internet
The
lead, right? The social
mm-hmm.
media lead. When it comes to sales, and I just thought about this because we're looking at the scripts now, a referral lead, again, is a lot easier to close.
Yeah.
So they're going to have less objections, right? They're not going
Yeah.
to have that many objections because they're coming from a reliable source.
Yeah.
But when you start advertising on social media, these are people who don't know you, right? And a lot of these clients, maybe they tried credit repair before and got scammed, or
Yeah.
it just didn't work out. The company they paid $1,000 to or whatever didn't get them results. And so now they're looking to possibly hire you, hire
Yeah.
your company. But because of what happened in the past and has nothing to do with you, they come to you with their guard up. They're going to hit you
Mm.
with, I need to think about it. Your price is too high. I need to speak to my spouse. All of these different objections. And that's where the training comes in. You have
Yeah.
to be prepared. You cannot, from a sales perspective, you cannot approach a referral lead the same as you do as an ad lead. Because if
Yeah.
you do, you're going to lose every single time.
Agree.
This is where the sales training comes in, so you can overcome these objections and actually close the lead into a sale. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, guys, I know you guys are going to have a lot of questions. Drop it in the comments.
Let's
If you want,
go.
if you want more information on the coaching, or you want possibly you want to talk to me one-on-one on a private conversation, hey, book a
Mm-hmm.
call, go to robthecreditguy.com. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, we got the free community. I know it's on the screen. I'll make sure that we drop it in the description. So again, it's school.com/Rob the Credit Guy. And make sure you're following me and showing me some love on
Yeah.
Instagram at Rob the Credit Guy as well.
Yes, sir. And again, guys, if you need more leads, you already know what to do. I'll also leave my information down below. At the same time, I'll also leave Rob's information down below. But for the most part, I feel like people who are watching this video, bro, they already know you and maybe me, but yeah. So, guys, again, like, please do subscribe and please do schedule a call with us as well as with Rob. Like, you can literally, follow Rob on his Instagram and then go to his free community. Every Tuesday, I see like there are like so many sales call. I get so many feedback, bro. Like, your trainings
Yeah.
are crazy, bro. Like, it's literally free. Like, there is nothing to lose. Like, what you wanna lose? Like, bro, that's crazy,
Listen,
man.
I got a student right now, and he's one of your clients actually as well. You know, and he is right now within under 90 days. It's been a little over 60 days. So I would say
Mm-hmm.
a little over 2 months. He's about to hit $20,000 in about 60 days. Like that
That's
is
crazy.
a- absolutely remarkable. Between the leads that you're providing for him and the coaching that we're giving him, uh, we are, and this is not like a exaggeration. We're literally changing this guy's life, and
Yeah.
that's what I do
He's
this
very
for.
young. He's very young.
Yeah, if you guys, if you're coachable,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. I've been doing this for going on this year. It'll be 16 years. I'm a master at what I do. Okay, but I'm humble enough to be a student. You
Yeah.
always have to be. I have a coach and I have a mentor.
Yeah.
So I want to learn from somebody that is doing $1 million a month. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm trying to get at. How do I get? I'm at 100 on average between 150 and 170 a month, and we're growing. But is that good money? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good money, but I'm not happy with that. I'm trying to hit 1 million a month, right? How many of you watching this are trying to hit 1 million a month? That's what I'm trying to do. So always be coachable. And just most importantly, I repeat, before we end this video,
Yes,
don't
sir.
just watch this video and do nothing. Like take what we're teaching you and apply it, because it works. We got plenty between Harshal and I, man, we got so many testimonials of people hitting 20, 30, 50. Some of my top students and Harshal students are doing $100,000 or more, in their credit repair business. So if they can do it, I know that you could do it.
I agree, bro. I agree.
So
People
until next time, we'll
procrastinate.
we'll we'll, we'll have the info all we'll have all of the information for, again, my free score now. You have all of my information, Harshal's information. Book a call. Let's get you guys to the next level. Let's go, guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Until next time, stay blessed. God is great.